But he said that mainly in Syria there is people who speaks a lot of calling dead spirits, and they can communicate with them. Also, they said that they can see other beings who they cannot identify. He would like to know the nature and the truth of what they are saying.
First of all, the Holy Quran categorically rejects this, and rejects it totally. وَحَرَامٌ عَلَىٰ قَرْيَةٍ أَهْلَكْنَاهَا أَنَّهُمْ إِلَيْهَا لَا يَرْجِعُونَ. The people who pass away change, their dimensions are changed. They do not belong to the same dimensions which we hold. They do not have the physical bodies, evidently. They are left behind, buried in the graves or burnt out, but they do not remain in the same form. So their astral form does not belong to the same dimension to which we belong in our physical form. And we cannot see anything which is not physical. It's impossible. So how can people communicate with souls in their language? And what language do they use which they would understand? Because this is an important point, because such people are not only in Syria, but they are everywhere in the world. They do not belong only to Islam, but to all religions. And this is a common practice among certain groups of people who call it seance. Through a state of seance, they contact with the spirits, bygones, the spirits of people who are dead. According to the Quran, it cannot happen. It can only happen through an exchange system of Allah, communication system of Allah. If He so decides, He can make the people of the other world communicate with the people of this world. And the signs of that communication being true are also contained in that experience. Because in such cases, the messages delivered by the souls are fulfilled by the events which appear later. The subsequent events, their message are proved to be correct. So, but this is not their real appearance. It's impossible. You can't think of the non-visible things even when they belong to your dimensions. Are you watching the television waves which are conveying this message to the whole world? Do you watch them? Do you see them? Well, they're springing from this room. And they fly to the whole world across east and west, north and south, and cover the entire globe. How can they see it when you can't see them here? Because although their dimensions are the same as yours, they belong to the 4 dimensions as we know in the world, but the quality is changed to a degree that they cannot be observed by naked eyes, by ears alone. For that you have to employ some instruments to convert their existence into the form of existence with which we are familiar. So we can only reach that form of existence to which we are familiar. Beyond that, we don't know. So if there is an instrument which can convert that form, then they should be visible. So if they have invented an instrument like this, then everybody can go to the market and buy a television, you know, a soul contacting instrument that can put us across to their world and from their world to our world. But this is not done. So it's all hocus pocus. It's all a fraud. It's not scientific at all. But they tell me the time is over. So you translate this tomorrow, inshallah. Okay.
سأقدم لحضراتكم ترجمة ما قاله حضرة المؤمنين في لقاء الغد إن شاء الله.
And you all will attend the Urdu class tonight as well, inshallah.
وسدعينا حضرته للحضور إلى درس اللغة الأردية في ظهر اليوم إن شاء الله. شكرا على حسن المتابعة والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.